Alright, here we are for match 3. Unfortunately, we got that good old one-lander again, which is not keepable. We're on the draw, but I mean, we have 2 chances to hit a land to get that online, and then we've got mono 4 and 5 drops, so nope, no go. That's a lot better. Bastion Enforcer on top. I'm on the draw, so I will put it up there. Still gives us 2 more chances to get a 3rd land. And we've got stuff until then. Up against white. White what? Is it white-green? It is white. And the color green. Told you. You can't escape it. Trusty companion. Sure. Audacious Infiltrator. Well, we got a Hungry Flames. That's pretty good. Just need that 3rd land. And he's going to follow it up with a swamp. White, white, green. Boy, I hope we get a 3rd land. Down comes a Bastion Enforcer. I have one of those too. Nope. R.I.P. So we could make Audacious Infiltrator into what? A 6/4. But if we attack and he doesn't block, we're going to take 6. I feel like we need to. We need to attempt to keep him off his board a little bit. But this also probably really smells like a combat trick. Like real bad. Didn't fall for it. I should look at when Modern Masters 2017 is coming up online, actually. Implement of Frosty, sure. So Modern Masters comes out on the 17th of March in paper. So I imagine it'll be online end of March. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like 6 weeks more playing this format. Sure, you got a 4/3. I will take 7. Land, please. Thank you. Well, let's continue this incredibly lopsided race. In for 3. If we trade here, I'm fine. If he takes 3, I'm fine. We'll kill that next turn. Pardon? Alright. That works. That does indeed work. You should spend all your mana on trying to pump this guy up. All your mana. No blocks on my side. Do you have any tricks? No? Kablooey. So I go to 10, he goes to 15. We're going to drop a pretty decent blocker for that trusty companion. Potentially even better if we hit a land. But I assume our opponent has cards to play. Restoration Specialist, which will get back an implement. Yeah, we're gonna drop, nope. We're gonna drop the Shield Guard. I'm pretty sure we're okay here for the time being. If he's playing this, I assume he's got Caught in the Brights, heroic privileges, things like that. Caught in the Brights is really good with Restoration Specialist. Speak, oh the devil. Revoke privileges. So I will go to 5. Opponent's down to 1 card. I think we're still okay-ish. Let's drop the first striker. So if he doesn't have an answer for this, that probably stops any attacks this turn, which then will allow us to start rebuilding. Fragmentize, I think, will come in, because it hits enchantments, whereas this does not. I think that's another huge knock against Aether Revolt, is all of the artifact enchantment removal from Kaladesh has become just artifact removal. And yet they added 2 ridiculously powerful enchantments in white. Yeah. Alright, are you going to High Spire Infusion me for the win? Or are you just taking me lower and lower? Show me the High Spire. High Spire? Inspired Charge. Well, that's pretty good. Takes me to 1, kills my racer. It requires me to have 2 blockers. Is our opponent mono white? Is this green just for implement or something? I wonder. Yeah, that's a game loss right there. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Fragmentize in, Destructive Tampering out. Just doesn't do what we need to do. We're not gonna fill the board the way we want to. Alright. I will play first. Don't give me a 1-lander, no lander. 2-lander, no white. Ew. This just doesn't do anything. It doesn't play a single card in our hand, which is the biggest issue. I think this is a good example of one of those hands where people would be like, no, it's got 2 lands, I just have to draw 1 and I'm great. No. That's significantly better. Like a bajillion times better. With the plains on top, I will draw my 4th land by turn 4. That's like 85% chance or something. Beware the shock. Pass the turn. I wonder if our opponent is like relatively mono white go wide. Aether Chaser. In you go. White-green. Playing a Mimic. Naming human? Elf? Construct? Well, whatever you're naming, we're going to kill it, because you're not going to start playing off-curve creatures. Dwarf, eh? Ooh, Reckless Racer. Well, in for 2 and make a servo. Do I kill it? I'll actually wait and see him cast a dwarf first. I'm assuming he's got one in hand, as opposed to just saying, well, I've got a few in my deck. That's a dwarf? Huh. Well, you're not getting a 4/3 for 3. That's just not something that's going to happen. Although I could just kill it. Oh, it's such a gamble. What are the odds that he has even more dwarves sitting around? I'm going to call it the gamble. I'll kill this instead. Because we're going to drop a flyer next turn. Kill that. I get to attack in with everything, and I get to drop a 3/1 flyer. In a for 3. And we'll drop an Aeronaut Admiral. I just noticed I don't have my stop set at end of combat like I like. There we go. Hit me for 2. Sure thing. Alright, 1 time no dwarf. Well, preferably like, how many turns do we got? 5. 5 more times no dwarfs. No dwarf, no dwarf, no dwarf. Dwarf. But a 3/2 is not too bad. Okay. You can stop that. We are flooding. Well, I will... I could attack in, and he could double block. I'll just hold it back for the blocks. In for 3. First strike dot deck. Go. All right. We are in decent shape as long as that Admiral survives. Well, I don't think our opponent's mono white, although we still have not seen a single green card. Do I smell a combat trick? I do. I'll just take 3. Oh, no, I smell Revolt. Although he can still just trigger Revolt, but then he can't cast his Lifecraft Cavalry. Are they dwarves? They better not be dwarves. They've got to be human. There's no way dwarves ride horses. Lifecraft Cavalry is... Oh, prey upon. No! Lifecraft Cavalry are elves. That makes sense. It's right in the name there, Lifecrafters. Alright, well, there goes my win condition. That becomes a 3-3. The Crusher! The Crusher! Alright, so end of turn, we'll crew that and throw away that plains. Boy, wish that Crusher had flying. Scrounging Bunder. You got it. One card left in hand. So he has to triple block and lose his team if I come in with the Crusher. And even if he does have... Damn it! I was talking and forgot to loot. Well, we'll loot main phase, as bad as that is. Crew... Throw away the mountain. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you should never yell at the screen and get mad at content creators when they miss something, because they are talking and doing commentary and entertaining you, and I'm sure that you play fantastically when you're sitting in silence on your own. Not that people do that to me that often, but I saw people getting really pissed off at Marshall because he missed something, and I was not happy with the anger that people were throwing his way. In for 6. So if he's got the trick, if it's High Spire, then he can block there and trade. And I think I'm okay with that. Because then he'd be down to a Bunder and a Mimic. I've got a whole bunch of removal sitting in my deck somewhere. He might just block with the Mimic, make that into a 3-3, and then he can make it into a 5-5. Depends on if he thinks he has any more dwarves. Bunder and Mimic. So there is a trick coming. Even High Spire Infusion still kills them both. Let's kill the Bunder first, just in case. Yeah, I'm okay with that. This gets to be a 5-5 anyways, but we got rid of that. Sky Whaler's Shot still solves that problem, and we have chump blockers for days. And our opponent's into top deck mode. Still in top deck mode. So if we attack with everything, he kills one of these, probably that. And he takes 2, 3, 4, 5, goes to 5. Seems good. Infiltrator. Yeah, we're going to do what I just said. We're going to come in with the team since he has nothing in hand. Take him to 5, throw away that plains, pop down an infiltrator. No energy. Throw away the plains. Ooh. So he's going to kill the racer for sure. Next turn, he blocks, let's say that. He takes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and dies. If he gets another blocker, he can block that and takes 2, 3, 4, 5, and dies. So he basically needs, like, to hit a servo exhibition. And even that wouldn't quite get him there. Audacious Infiltrator. So yeah, block, lethal. Pulled it off. Just got to do that again in game 3. All right. All right. So we still haven't seen green. We saw a Prey Upon, I guess. Prey Upon and an Implement. And a lot of forests. Huh. Well, kind of liking the Conviction, actually. We could do Conviction instead of Authority. Authority just doesn't do enough unless you get it on like turn 1. So yeah, let's pitch the Authority and pull in a Conviction. All right, let's make this a 2-1 as opposed to a 1-2. This is fine. Turn 2 Exhibition, we've got a little bit of removal on hand. Opponent's multi 6. We've got a Build to Smash to make one of those servos big someday. 1 land away from a shield guard. It's not bad. Opponent keeps their 6 and puts a card where? On the bottom. Cool. Cool beans. And we get a Skywhaler shot. Seems good. No turn 2 Mimic, please. I believe I asked something of you. It would have been polite to do what I asked, but no. All right. Dwarf. Well, we're going to play the Exhibition, barring any surprises here. Exhibition it is, and pass the turn. We are piling up the removal in hand. So I feel like we've probably got the impeccable timing for whatever dwarf comes down. Bastion Enforcer. Audacious Infiltrator. 4-2. Oh, I guess he had High Spire Infusion as well. Well, in for 2, because I'm going to kill that Infiltrator when it comes at me. Ooh, we're presented with the ability to Build to Smash. So we could Build to Smash, trade, and get in 2 extra points of damage, which keeps up impeccable timing. Or he won't be attacking with anything, so we can just drop our Infiltrator. So yeah, let's Build to Smash. Alley Evasion doesn't even save it. I guess he could bounce back to his hand. But then he'd take 5. And we'll drop our own Audacious Infiltrator. Which leaves up the potential of Skywhaler shotting something, or if we hit a land, Chandra's Revolutioning something that he plays, and then this can get in unimpeded, and this can get in. Probably he won't be willing to trade. We can keep the aggro train going, I think. Even if we don't hit a land. And if we hit a land, we're doing even better. Ooh, I don't want to try to kill that. Alright, so it returns... Oh, it returns artifact and enchantment. Doesn't... I always think it returns creature. It does not. So, with that knowledge, we can just Sky Whaler's shot it, because these are still probably going to kill a lot of things that he has. It's not supremely mana efficient. Revolution's slightly more mana efficient. Yeah, let's do the Revolution. And let's get in for 4. If he wants to trade with a servo, pretty okay. He's down to 2 cards as well. Takes the 4, goes to 13. Good stuffs. Propeller Pioneer, you're going to put a counter on that, which is going to allow us to Sky Shot it. He might actually make a servo. Yeah, he did. I'm still okay with that, I think. Hey, yeah. In. I'm assuming the servo is going to block the or no, it can't. The only thing that can block the infiltrator is the Pioneer, and we'll impeccable timing it and drop another infiltrator. And then he might just do servo for servo. Block and block. See ya, Propeller Pioneer. Goodbye, servo. You did a lot of good work. And Audacious Infiltrator number 2 with his little fleshy gremlin grenade. Alright, he's got 2 cards in hand. Gets that forest he's always been wanting. He's potentially going to have to take 6 here. He knows he can't block, so he's coming in for 2. Well, we're going to come in for 6. And then I think drop the Frontline Rebel. No, there's no point in doing that. If we're going to play something, we play the full mana efficiency. Next turn, we can Sky Whaler's shot whatever he plays, assuming it's of reputable size. And then get in for 6, chump, take him to 1. I think we're going to get there. Fumigate. If he was keeping back more cards, I would think I was playing into Fumigate, but he really hasn't been. Trusty Companion. Yup, that gets shattered. Ooh. All right, time to shot that. Steamworks Brawler. I'd honestly rather have a land so that I can Frontline Rebel with Conviction. Although it's probably not even needed. Hey, we got there. Cool. We 2-1. Yeah. let me know what you think of this format so far. As I said, and I've heard a lot of people say this as well, I'm not liking this format. I think it's pretty poorly designed. There's a lot of balance issues. There's a lot of cards that really should not be uncommon. The vehicles are just insane. That Aether Sphere Harvester and that Untethered Express. There's a lot of problems going on with it. If you don't face those cards, I've definitely had some fun games. But those cards are such low rarity that they are just in every single draft. You know, on average, they are in every draft. You may not have to face them, but they're going to be there. Yeah, not having a good time with it, but we've got some more weeks left of it, and then I'll transition into Modern Masters 2017 for a week or two, I think, and then Amonkhet set review is going to be happening. So yeah, let me know what you're thinking of the format down below. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can find me on Twitter at @TheManaLeek. That's Leek, like the vegetable, not the card. You can also find me at Facebook.com/TheManaLeek, Twitch.tv/TheManaLeek, and Patreon.com/TheManaLeek, where you can become a backer. You can work your way towards earning a Mana Leek playmat. The first one has been delivered to the first Patreon backer, and next month a couple more are going to be going out as well. So check that out. You can become a draft sponsor. You can become a $5 sponsor, which gets you access to the patron stream where I post upcoming top 10 lists, asking for suggestions for those lists or for lists that you want to see, all kinds of stuff that you can interact with me there. And you just get to support the channel and help me keep making this going, because surprise, surprise, Magic is expensive, and making videos and etc. is even more expensive. So definitely check that out if you want to help me there. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, see y'all next time.